Hello everyone, Solomon here. It's April 27th, Saturday. I have the day off. This is my only second day off in the whole entire month of April, which I don't regret doing. This is just an experiment. You know, I'm much less attached than a regular human being. You know, but that's a disclosure. I'm much less detached than normal human beings. At the same time, it sets me apart from most human beings. I just feel detached, and I don't care all that much. But you find men like me in corporations and stuff who just are sociopathic and just want to make money at the cost and expense of other people. Nothing new there. You know, just make money. That's all it is. And then you have like female types or mothers that genuinely care about their customer, about the student, about the patient, about the client, the audience. Because she's wired like that. I don't know. That is her thing. And that is her thing. There's nothing sexy about it. So you can devote your whole life to this inorganic machine, this business operation, and you make what, $1 million here and there. Fine, whatever. Two people just fucking died over the week, and it's just like on the same day. It's just like, you know, as a male, as a man, it's just like, who cares? It's just the next person who's going to die on the laundry list of people who are born in this world. And it's just like, And you have some women I've seen just throwing tantrums over the smallest of dumbest of things. And you know, is life fair? No. You can have a murderous guy who doesn't give two fucks about killing the next person. Or you could have a woman who screams and has OCD and all this crazy shit, anxiety over a dirty napkin she accidentally touched. Or if her child touched this dirty napkin or a Gatorade bottle full of piss, you know, she'd just flip out. And it's just like, the disparity between the haves and the people who just don't give a fuck and the people who are just overly emotional is just, you know, it's either one extreme or the other. And you know, I still can't figure out, you know, why women so emotional about the dumbest of shit. And that's just how it is. You have a lot of high-strung and uptight people that I have to avoid in life because you're just overdoing it. You know, I don't know. Like, I've been fired I've reached unemployment 3 times, collected through unemployment. I was chilling at home, getting $600, $800 a week, doing nothing. That was the highlight of my life. You know, and you have women screaming, I'm gonna get fired, you know, like it's in the end of the world or something. This whole social validation shit, it's just, that is their kryptonite, social validation. But if you're weaker and fairer of the sexes, that's what you have to depend on. Your husband, the industry, you know, who's ever going to give you health care, any chance of health care, or it's going to take care of you, you're going to be loyal to them and freak out about everything. And in recent times, the tech industry, you have a lot of tech layoffs of higher end people, computer programmers, computer scientists, engineers, and these women are gonna freak the hell out. And Google laid them off, Microsoft laid them off, and you're gonna be freaking out. And women are very well equipped. They used to submit 50 resumes. I thought that was a lot. Now it's a bare bones minimum of 100, 500 if you actually want a job. 500 resumes, and they do this kind of stuff, and that's the amount of grifting you gotta be doing, and they're mentally well equipped for this. How they execute on it, I don't know. You're meant to be used and abused by something much larger than a typical fat, balding white asshole, or overly abusive fat Indian guy behind the scenes, which you call a family, or it could be the cheap Chinese guy, such as myself, who's just blatantly doesn't give two fucks about you. So in any event, it's seemingly that everyone is better equipped than me in reality. They're more than ready to submit 500 resumes. They're getting fired at Google and Amazon and have all these great 6-figure plus jobs. There's one Indian lady, she's an oncologist, a doctor of cancer, and she just bought a home in the Edison, New Jersey area, let's say, for $650,000. So it's about $700,000, and then she upgraded the house. You gutted it and then put new marble floors and put in 3 additional bedrooms for a total of 6 bedrooms. That costed $250,000. So yeah, women are very well equipped for today's modern society. They can grift. They can grift. I don't know if you want to call it a scam. If you scam their husband for child support money or spousal support, I don't know, whatever the hell it is. Or you grifted your company for more equity, for stocks and stuff. Or you had like behind the scenes lawyers and businessmen to be doing that for you. I don't know. But women are very well equipped and financially well off. Of course, they would be very low key kinds of women, and you wouldn't want them for sexual reasons. You'd want them for a long-term family to raise your kids, and they're going to be fugly as fuck. There's nothing sexy about it. It's going to be work, and there's nothing sexy about it. Okay, rarely are doctors ever that beautiful and intelligent and the whole package. It's normally a trade-off. In any event, this lady was able to do it. Have something that most people would kill for. But would I want that? And if I'm already 47 years old and people can just randomly die, it's just like, it's a little bit too much for me, and I would just be happy with a condo, a 1-bedroom. Would I want 6 bedrooms full of musty ass, family members of my own brand? Hell no. I mean, I saw Warrior, and I did see the coolies coming off the boat, and yes, it smells like animal feces. People smell. You have to take care of them. They have to eat. They have to poop. They do stupid shit, instant gratification video games. They're not gonna act like the way you want them to. You know, do I want that? No, I don't. But if you're female and you have this personality trait, like you're a queen or something, and you're the queen aunt. Your job, your biological job, is to have kids, pump out more babies and kids and stuff, and you need that home. That is one of your primal Maslow's hierarchy of needs that needs to be in place, or that is your purpose in life, is to have a home, to have children, and just be a family person. I don't have a strong sense of urgency for that. I understand that. Maybe it's because I'm not a queen. I'm not a queen bee. I'm not a queen ant. I'm just a coolie, a peasant, an untouchable, and I just work, and I understand that. I'm not meant to be a Brahmin. I'm not meant to be a leader or something. Or if I even tried, I'd be lacking in some kind of department, paying people, feeding people, treating people right. Giving people vacations. I would just be this, scumbag, the scum lord. I wouldn't be the whole package. Someone's gonna complain something about work-life balance and being paid equal with equality and all that stuff. So what can I do? As a peon in the system, as a cipher in the matrix. I'm probably gonna be like a cipher for a very long time. I'm just not as talented or gifted as Neo, and I'm just another guy just trying to survive and just enjoy these little stupid pleasures like eating a steak and drinking wine, a samosa, and it's just like, so be it. I don't have to be a queen. I don't have to be a king. I don't have to be popping out babies and having $1 million home. And do I really want these things? I mean, the shoe may not even fit. Yeah, sure, I have $1 million home down the street with 10 kids. And then the wife becomes some kind of like Knight or Man Pokemon, queen, and she's always Karening it up, and that's not gonna do it for me. I don't know. I just don't see myself having all these kids and taking care of them and having a job and making money. There's a trade-off. If I'm working and I'm making money, I don't want to be bothered with kids and a wife and all the shit, that baggage that comes with it, as I've emphasized before. And it's just not fun. And people, my generation, millennials, are much weaker, have been weakened by the cell phone. The nurses and the doctors are playing on their cell phones. Meanwhile, there's a patient. That's you. You're not the doctor. You're the patient in need. That's just real life. You're the person in need, and you need stuff. You need your bedpan, and you need to go to the bathroom and shit. You need to take an actual shit, and you need water and whatever. And the nurse and the doctor, who's your provider, is just fucking chilling there, playing with their fucking cell phone, playing Candy Crush, and you're just be like, nurse. No one's gonna give a fuck. And that person's your wife. That person's your husband. Because, the cell phone has become your new god. The cell phone is your husband. The cell phone is your wife. That is the world of instant gratification. Your sex doll, your ear doll or VR headset is your wife. That's how lazy you've become. And that's what it's going to be. That's why the Jewish and the Amish don't let their daughters and some of their family members don't have cell phones, because they know what's up. That is the real reason. They don't want them, not appreciating life, not appreciating each other in a close, tight-knit neighborhood family, because you're not present. You don't want to be present. You want to be playing your game. You want to feed your dopamine addictions. You want to give yourself to the dopamine dealer. And a lot of this is hidden truths. That is, your mind has been hijacked. Long story short, you're never going to have that beautiful girlfriend or wife. And you're not going to have that husband because he's too busy watching Pornhub, playing with his VR air doll with a bottle of lube. I mean, you're never going to have a husband, or your chances of having a husband are severely reduced by modern day technology. Unless you belong to some kind of orthodox religious community who does not allow their kids to have cell phones and computers at home deliberately, not because they can't. They don't want you to deviate from the human experience, like the Amish or the Orthodox Jew. You're not supposed to be working on Saturdays. Again, you're supposed to be going to your synagogue and meeting other people and whatever the fuck, and doing human things, not inorganic things, not being plugged into a computer to save your soul from technology, just to be or feel human, just to do things for yourselves and claim things for your legacy. If you're into that, and that is the old school thing to do. Now it's all about technology, instant gratification, and people have repeated this over and over again. But I don't want to. I don't want to be going to no religious institution. I don't want to be working more than I have to. No one does. But that's what it means to be human, to suffer. I have the worst gaming cell phone addiction. I want to play Aliens, the movie. They have a new shooter on sale on Steam. In War Tortoise, a clicker game. You continuously just upgrade, no lack of storyline, just shoot everything up, and just like, wow. It's no purpose. You're upgrading, just beefing up your character, and just becoming a bigger asshole and a bigger sociopath, and just go around killing things, collecting gold coins, and that seems to be my thing. And it's just like, damn. Maybe this is just who I am. Maybe this is just who I am, a greedy, selfish, bastard. And it's just like, I see other people, they're doctors, and they genuinely want to be into each other and their fellowship, and try to apply for scholarships every semester and stuff like that. And here I am, just pissing away my time playing fucking War Tortoise and thinking about the next, dopamine hit, my next dopamine hit, when's my next paycheck, kind of shit. It's just like, am I a degenerate? Are you a degenerate? These are tough questions to answer. And, if I wasn't such a degenerate, I'd just be doing the Michael Phelps thing. Eat, swim, and sleep. That's how you win the 8 gold medals. I'd be at the gym right now. Straight at the gym. I don't even know what I'm competing for. I just want to be the warrior in the garden. There's no social validation. I'm never gonna win no gold medal for it. I just want to be the strongest, best version of myself. I want to tell myself I used my time wisely. I used my time off the best I could. Or I could just hit the library up, try to, browse through some new books, try to get myself into reading. Or maybe I'll just look for a new car at my local Toyota Paul Miller dealership. Just to get an idea of what my money is good for, either a house or a car. I don't know why I constantly have to gravitate towards video games. Getting more and more dopamine hits, buying more and more games, playing more and more games. Maybe that's just what I do. I mean, South Korea houses some of the top StarCraft players in the entire world, and there's a huge audience for it. That's just what they do. If you go visit the chain of command of Asians, they're highly addicted to video games. Nvidia, Intel. Maybe that's just who I am. Chinese history, gambling, whorehouses, gambling, the dark side of humanity. It's always been, as they are the offspring, the cousins of the reptilian race in the Orion constellation. That is just a part of me. Where does this dark energy come from? I have no explanation for it. Everyone else is like, oh, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I have 2 kids, I have a wife, and here's me I play video games, I gamble, I do porno, I go on Cornhub. You don't hear normal ass, people saying these things or admitting to it. It's just, damn. This level of degeneracy is just like, it is in me. It is a part of me that I don't want to express or devote time to, spend time with, because I know it's, there's low ROI, rate of investment, return on investment. Nutting in my pants, spreading my seed all over the place without the intentions of, raising a child, isn't there. It's just purposely for entertainment. It felt good, it feels good. Always the next dopamine hit. Always with the next dopamine hit. Again, I've met some white people, like, they do sports, they go to work and it's very, the 1, 2, 3-ish, they don't have to overly complicate things with stocks and crypto and fantasy football, sports betting, and all this crazy shit. It's usually like a sport, work, and they slept, and just like rinse and repeat. The Michael Phelps things. But you know what? I'm not Caucasian. I'm not white, so I'm not gonna go there. Just being overly complicated and complex. And like Japan, will that do you any good? Or do you want a simple life? You don't have to play video games. You don't have to do all these crazy acts of degeneracy. You can just do the smart ones. Long-term sustainable dopamine. Taking cold showers, working out at the gym consistently, persistently, consistently. Going to the library. Women do it well. They don't have this need or this urge for porno and Pornhub and playing video games. They're like, I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor. That's what they do, and they volunteer on the weekends or whatever, or they have a second gig, side gig, and serving food or entertainment or crafts or whatever with kids. And it's just like, you have someone like me, just all these degenerative things going on, gambling, whorehouses, and video games. It's just like, what in the actual fuck? But that's me. I know who I actually am. And, that's just my Asianness, That's the Chinese in me. And, some higher up Chinese, they do the same thing. This is on a more massive scale. Brothels, sex trafficking. I think China is one of the largest sex trafficking rings ever, and gambling, just because the populations, the numbers are there, not because they're actually into it. Just the mathematics is overwhelming. Also, Mao has one of the highest numbers of kills in the whole goddamn earth. Numbers. I could just be Asian and excessive on numbers, They just keep grinding and grinding and grinding and playing World of Warcraft shit like that. And it's crazy. You want a $200,000 home, you want a $300,000 home, you want a $500,000 home, you want a $700,000 home, you want $1 million home, and it just keeps, I want more and more. Damn. I want more and more, and just like, what the fuck, I want to be thankful and grateful, so thankful and grateful for my present day, that I don't need these vices. I don't need to be feeding all these demons. But that's all I do, is just feed demons, the greed demon, the fame demon. I'm doing it right now. I want YouTube algorithm metrics to go up and up, and likes and subscribes. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube algorithm demonic protocol. And X, Y, and Z is just like, why am I doing this? Asians love metrics. They love numbers. They love adding things. You know. Sometimes it even becomes corrupt, but I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm not an Indian scam center. You know, those who do and are that desperate will do, but that's just not my industry. You know, it's like being a little kid. You want a toy, you want a Transformer, and you want a G.I. Joe, and you want Power Ranger, and then you want Ninja Turtle, and then, well, I never wanted the Barbie, but you know, or it's like watching porno. You just keep watching more and more and more and more, and it's just, and then it just comes to more disturbing content, and eventually VR, ultra realistic, and you just keep craving more and more. Why not crave more of the good stuff? Appreciation, feelings of gratitude, having a positive attitude, gratitude, attitude. You know, it just isn't there. It's like I don't really want to feel love. Just like haters. You know, they just want to increase their level of hate. They have no interest in cheering someone on. They just want to hate. You know, haters gonna hate. They have no interest in helping someone. They just want to hate. To fuck shit up. Me, I'm just an addict. A degenerative addict. Trying to find a solution to his addictions, to his vices. Trying to find sustainable dopamine levels. And I'm saying this, I'm saying that. The top 3 things are meditation, which sometimes doesn't work for me because I don't want to be doing it. A cold shower, same thing. Sometimes I just don't want to be doing it. It feels hellish, and I just don't want to do it. You know, there's a high cost of initiative, but the payout is good. The ROI is good. The rate of investment, the rate of return on investment is good. So you have a gratitude journal, you have taking a cold shower, you have going to the gym, and you have meditation. So that's 4. That's 4. I am thankful for the sun. I work overnights and I appreciate the sun. I don't get to see the sun these days too often. And, you know, I appreciate having a window in this room. You know, I'm looking at nature. I'm not in New York City and surrounded by a bunch of homeless people. I'm very thankful. And so, you know, I'm trying my hardest to sustain myself from playing video games, but these vices are still there. You know, and the corn hub is still there. Every second of the day, you know, haunts me. I could be doing these instant gratification things, but there's very low return on investment. In 5 years, how I spent my time, I'm not going to say I'm proud of logging onto Cornhub every day. I'm proud of playing World of Warcraft every day. I'm not. So I'm gonna go do my thing. meditate. I did the gratitude journals to improve my attitude, stuff like that, to raise my vibrations. I'm going to the gym and taking a cold shower. And I'm probably gonna visit the Toyota car dealership just to look around so that I could gain perspective and have some kind of new outlook, goal to reach. So that goal I can reach is, you know, the game of buying a new car or whatever. That's my game. That's my video game. In place of all these demonic vices that are much worse. Video games, Pornhub. Just pretend I'm like a little kid again and just, I want to buy a new toy. I'm an adult. I'm gonna save up my pennies and buy a new car, you know. Same world we live in. Is it easy? No, it's not. You know, a car, $20,000 for a used Corolla. 1, 2, 3, 5 pan out, $5,000 a month after taxes. That would take a minimum of 4 months, which is exactly what I have. 4 months. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I safely have 4 months until my car lease is due. So, although these vices inside of me still exists, like burning hot coal, my substitute is to just save up all this cash and buy a new car. Cars don't turn me on, they're just a utility. I'm not Jay Leno. You know, I don't really care. Jeff Bezos drives a freaking Honda Accord. Charlie Munger is fucking dead. I mean, it's just like, who's gonna care about your car other than yourself? I know I don't. Toyota Corolla will do me just well. Blah blah blah, attracting girls and shit. Well, they're fucked, you know. That's another vice. Trying to attract girls and stuff. I wouldn't be able to maintain her. She would just cost too much. Be too costly. I want this. I want that. You know, the kids come here. Now the kids want shit. You know. I know girls that are so much successful than you that I have to constantly compete. You know. Because I'm competing with, you know, a demon lord. She doesn't need to watch Pornhub. She has no desire in men. She just has desire in, you know, pointing out men's inadequacies. And she's basically a demon lord. Like, men don't care that you're a CEO or a doctor. They just want you to bend over and spread your legs. And to suck it. I mean, it doesn't suck itself. All these women are wondering, why can't the woman be super successful and have a good male partner? Why can't men just fit in that dynamic? Have a great career, be Donald Trump, and have women? Because women of power are scary. You know, men don't like it when the girls, you know, blatantly light years ahead of them in career and money. They don't want to be bossed around, blah blah blah, this blah 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 that, unless he's getting paid, you know. They don't want to listen to some bitch. It's not like you're not more smarter or more intelligent than anyone. It's just because you come off as a bitch, as a rude bitch on your pedestal. No one wants to be around that. And you probably wouldn't understand them. You would just understand them just to use and abuse them. That sucks. So I gotta go do my own thing, knowing how reality is. That's just the reality. You're gonna be a guy, you're gonna be fugly, and you gotta work and make money. And it's gonna appear that everyone else has it easier than you. Oh, I'm a girl. I have an OnlyFans. I make millions of dollars every year just spreading my legs, showing guys my titties. And it's just like, yeah. Damn. That's all you gotta do is have a pair of tits. Normally that's how it works. And shit, the guy has to do all the marketing and videography and computer graphics and editing and stuff. It's just like, this isn't fair. But what about the girl? You know, she gets pregnant, her hormones change, her body just, and her attitude changes permanently because of the hormone thing. She turns into a Karen and shit. It's just like, is that fair to her? Is that fair to Karen? The Karen has to be a Karen. Does anyone want to be a Karen? By choice? Does anyone want to be overbearing? I don't. I don't want to be an overbearing Asian parent. I don't. You know, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. It's too much work. Too much money involved. Too much risk involved. I don't want to deal with lawyers. I don't want someone giving someone the opportunity to chase me around for money. And that always ends up happening. Because people are lazy fucks. And they're stingy. They're greedy. They're petty. And it's just like, all the best you can do for them is say hi and bye. And appreciate what you have, because I'm probably not it. I'm probably not enough for you. My wallet isn't enough for you. Because of your greed demon. Because of my greed demon. And so, just be thankful and appreciative for what you do have. And life just simply chews and spits you out and regurgitates the same life lessons over and over and over again. Be humble, be thankful, and be grateful. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. I hope I've shed some light into your dark times. But that's how it is. So for your best life, make sure you're hitting it up at the gym. Take a cold shower. Write down the things that you appreciate and you're grateful for. Try to meditate. Go for a walk outside. Get some sun. And maybe there's an hour or two for video games. I don't know. I'm not trying to willingly, intentionally play video games, but that's a vice that just circulates through my veins because I'm Asian. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next one. Peace out. Have a great day.